Hey guys, oh yeah, fancy doing a video. Something a bit different today. This is going to be a breather pipe. This is a breather hose for the intake on the on my car. Just gonna. This is the level of batshit crazy I go to. So you see that clamp that will rust if you don't treat it. It's going to rust. Can't be driving round with no rust on me brum brum. So I'm just going to show you. So yeah, just hang on a minute. Again, the classic. I'm going to be using vinyl and rubber just to spray it at the end, just to give it a bit of protection. That's just a bit of Scotch-Brite to key the metal. I'm just going to use etch primer because it's the closest colour to the. It just looks like primer. It doesn't look like, it's not silver. These ridiculously crude clamp tools. That's to take the old one off. It's like, honestly, it is like 2 seconds on the car. It's not. I'm not making a video to as such to show. I'll show at the end probably putting it on the car, but yeah, to do this in real life, it's like 2 seconds. That's the part number. 1827963. Like I say, I don't think anybody will ever look up a video how to fit one of these. I think, yeah. I'd say this is about as difficult as taking a screw out of a door. I'd say that's your level of difficulty. Yeah, funny enough, anyway, I got some junk mail through the door. I mean, I'm just in the process of moving out, so things are getting packed up. But got some junk mail through the door, so I've just ripped a few pieces off. This hose, it's like stuck. The actual clamp is actually glued to the hose, but if you push it in, you get a bit of a gap. So because I don't want to spray the hose, obviously. Just gonna stick that in there like that. Stick that in there, and get the other side. It's hard to do it reversed. It's like I need to change the settings on the camera so it's reversed. Tuck it down as far as it goes. I can't go all the way around because of it's like I say, it's glued, but I can live with that little line there. You don't yeah, anyway, bit of masking tape. Just to make sure you don't get spray in the end. This is quite weak masking tape. It's ideal for walls, you know, when you're painting your walls in your house. So it doesn't really bite. And, you know, it doesn't take paint off. Then obviously some more tape around here. Don't want to get that, don't want to spray that. I don't need to go all the way. Well, what I could do is, I'm just going to put, sod it, I'm just going to put more masking tape on it. I don't want to get any overspray on it. No worse than overspray. If you ever use silver, spray, and you don't mask up or whatever, you get overspray everywhere. It's terrible, silver. Right, so, oh yeah, key it. Just give it a bit of a key. I mean, I'm not going to take the clamp off, because one thing I'll do as well at the end. In fact, no, I will actually. You know, that's a bit weird, isn't it? How it's preset. How do you? These things will take your fingers off if you don't. They usually have a lock on them. Some of them have like a lock built into them. Obviously, I can't. How do I get? I've never come across this before. I've never bought one. Oh, that's it. This tool's great. It's cheap as nasty as you get, like, but it's it does the job. It works. It works. Does the job. See, it like locks in there, and then I mean, you can use pliers. Has it got a lock on it? Has it got a lock? Yes, I think it's got a lock. No, it hasn't got a lock. Anyway, key it up a bit. I don't want any of that. Just want to double check there's no rubber showing on the back. I don't want to paint. Nope, we got a bit of a. Don't want that. Just want to be able to get the edges of the pipe as well. Right. Let's give it a bit of a spray. Heat. It dries really quickly, this primers usually do. But, put another coat on just to mist a little areas. Yeah, I do this with all the hoses on the car, all the nuts and bolts get this sort of treatment, get all painted. You're probably thinking, oh well, once you use the tools, it's gonna scratch the paint off. Well, yeah, that's true. But all you do is just get your lid of your paint, spray it in the lid, and get a touch-up paint. And once it's where it's, you know, just touch it up. Bit extreme, I know, but it's what I like. You know, I like things to look how they should look when they're brand new, not decrepit and worn out, which I don't know, just don't like it. I mean, ideally, usually I would let this cure overnight. I'd let the paint cure a bit better, because that's the one thing with painting. You've got to be patient. If you want good results, you've got to be patient. And I mean, I can touch this up with just the. I can touch this up with the paintbrush anyway, because it's only a small area. Yeah, it's usually bolts are usually the trickiest because obviously by the time you put the socket on, it chips the paint, but they have no protection on them. It's funny because, like, if I go to the dealer and buy a new bolt for the car, say it's a shock absorber bolt, that bolt can be like 10 or 15 quid, and it's absolute junk. It's not a good grade of metal. It's not like stainless steel. Well, that's kind of the irony in a way. Well, it's not irony, but you know, you could buy a box of stainless steel bolts you know, a box load for the price of one bolt from the dealership, an OEM bolt. They're just too expensive, and like I say, they're not even good quality. Right, I'm gonna have to use the old doodahs now. It's a bit fiddly, this tool. Cheap, but you know, I'm not a I don't need overly expensive tools with stuff like this, because I only do bits at the weekend, really. I'm just to get the papper out. I'm not a fan of these hose clips, because they can come weak. They do go a bit weak in time, especially if the part's been on and off a few times. Yeah, scratched it a little bit. I'll just touch that in with a paintbrush. You'll never know. Right. Let's bob it on car. Never put tools on here without protecting them. Put a bit of grease on there. It's tight. Jesus, it's very tight. Yes. God. I'm not joking. That was ridiculous. Jesus, obviously a new part, so the seals, Jesus Christ. Just put a bit of grease on it, just put a little bit of grease on the O-ring. Still giving me a lot of trouble. Right, so now what I'm going to do is just touch up the clip where the paint's come off. Beautiful. Beautiful. A bit there, look back. Oh, well, that's done anyway. Yeah, just going to touch up this bit. Touch this one, the old one up. Want it runny. Yeah, that's good to the, I can yeah, I can see these, they look, see what I mean? Get a bit crusty. You know what I mean? Don't want to be driving around with crusty don't want to be driving around with crusty, what they call it. I forgot to put again. Forgot to put the rubber. I put that on it before I closed the system. Yeah. Yeah. Usually I coat the hoses in a rubber and vinyl, some kind of rubber protection. Right. Yeah, that's done. Shadunna. Lovely, yeah. Apart from the that new hose being a swine, isn't it? Typical thing that. It makes you laugh, doesn't it? How a 2-minute job turns into like a 10-minute job just because of a silly little thing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Yep, show you the levels of craziness. I said the letter duck. Ooh.